forum is being hosted by the Elgin chapter of the NAACP. I'm happy to introduce to you the president of the Elgin chapter, Ms. Tammy Lattimore.
And I'm Tammy Lattimore, president of the Elgin NAACP. I want to thank you all for coming and welcome the candidates for being here and giving us an opportunity to find out who they are and what their goals and aspirations are for our community. The NAACP was initially founded in 1909, and for nearly 99 years, the mission of the NAACP was to ensure economic, social, educational, and political equality for everyone. So our goals here tonight are to offer the community an opportunity to witness the political goals of for our community. At this time, I will pass this on to our moderator, who is Dr. Randy Hodges.
The first question, would you support a no smoking ban in public places in Elgin?
I would be in favor of that as long as there were exceptions made for certain businesses such as bars that do not allow children in or would not have children in them. I know the casino wants an exception. I think that has to be made in that case. So other than certain exceptions for certain businesses where it's people's choice to go in and if they want to be in an environment that includes smoking, they have that choice. Otherwise, I would be in favor.
I believe that we should enact a smoking ban that would have exceptions. One exception being the casino, others being taverns that do not serve any type of food, and the third being private clubs like the American Legion or the VFW, where people voluntarily choose to go in and are members. So those would be the three exceptions, but I think it's a great idea.
I would concur with both Mr. Stephan and Mr. Sander on this. I think that it's been demonstrated clearly that secondhand smoke is a serious health problem. So in situations where people do not have a voluntary choice, they go into an office building, we work in office buildings for years where people smoke outside, it's not a big deal. Actually, they appreciate the smoking break. Also, public buildings like going to City Hall and so on. But clearly, there should be exceptions. They've mentioned them. I agree with those. I agree with the casino. I agree with taverns. And I agree with places that people voluntarily go, like VFW and American Legion and the Riverside Club and that kind of thing.
I have worked very closely with Sean Hurley, who was a gentleman who originally came before the council to bring that presentation to us. It is my understanding that they are still working on that, bringing or hoping that we get an ordinance for no smoking. And it is my understanding, and I also support the exceptions of the casino, as well as other private clubs and other restaurants or other places of business that serve food. I think that it has been proven in the studies that they have given us or shown us that most companies or most restaurants that apply the no smoking ordinance, that they actually increase their sales. So I will be in support of that.
Little by little, we're losing our freedom in this country. I am not a smoker, but if a person wants to smoke and kill themselves, let them go ahead and do that. But I believe that there should be a room in every restaurant or public building where they can go and smoke. Let them have their freedom. Thank you.
Me and my wife, we are the parents of a special need child. She is 16 years now, but when she was young, she has some procedure done and she was on oxygen. The place we used to live, in the elevator, people sometimes smoke, sometimes they stand outside the door and smoke, and we used to be in very uncomfortable situation where to go. Sometimes with that baby, we used to leave the elevator because people smoking in that. And after that, I was working in Schumann Hospital. Sometimes people, they get so addicted that even in cold, like this kind of weather, they go outside and they smoke. I personally, I'm not in favor because I don't smoke, and because of the experience we had, I'm not in favor of smoking. We like smoking ban.
I'm in favor of a smoking ban. When it comes to the council, there will be a decision by the seven council members that are sitting there. My approach is a little different than other people are taking. It is a matter of choice. My feeling, smoking should be banned in any building where a child under the age of 18 is allowed. The federal government does not allow the sale of cigarettes to anybody under the age of 18. There's proven scientific studies that cigarette smoke, secondary cigarette smoke, is twice as harmful to a child than it is to an adult. And a child does not necessarily have the choice. They go with their parents. I would extend the ban to the restaurant and the casino. The casino itself does not allow children under 18, but the restaurant does. If the restaurant chooses to ban children from under 18, then they can smoke in there. Restaurants that allow, bars, restaurants that serve both alcohol and food, and allow children under the 18 should not be allowed to have smoke.
You know, I'm one of those people that smoke. I'm sorry. I've been in the military 23 years, and I'll tell you what, if I didn't have cigarettes and I didn't have coffee, I wasn't awake and I wasn't doing my job. And I'm one of those people. However, I don't believe that I should be imposing my smoke on anybody else. So I think that we can come to a very good compromise. And if you do have clubs where people do have the opportunity to come at their own volition, then certainly they can smoke there. Where there are children, I definitely feel that we should not do smoking. I would go outside when my son was home so he didn't see me. My son's in the United States Navy now, and I'm proud to say he didn't pick up my bad habit. And hopefully I'll be able to quit smoking. I think a smoking ban is good as long as we keep in mind that there are a lot of people like me who have served our country, and we go to the VFW and the American Legion, and that's our place. Thank you.
I'd be in favor of a smoking ban, except for like most of us said. In places that you'd have to be able to put 21 or older to get in, that pretty much covers